Hi, Thunderwolves. For anyone who can't recognize me from my virtual office, it's your athletic director, Amanda Hasley. I'm speaking to you tonight with great excitement, but also with a heavy heart. Our student athletes and coaches never cease to amaze me with just how much they can accomplish athletically and how strong they can be amongst diversity. Since our last banquet in 2019, NCCC Golf won their second Region 3 title, something that hadn't been accomplished in over 50 years. This past winter, NCCC Wrestling did it again. They earned their 23rd regional title, had a wrestler crowned District 1 Most Outstanding Wrestler, and added another elite NJCAA national champion. NCCC Women's Basketball won its second consecutive Region 3 Division II championship, awarded one of our own Region 3 Player of the Year, earned the program's 5th All-American, and finished with a 30-1 regular season record. In only their 4th year of inception, NCCC Club Hockey clinched their first ever UNYCHL Tier 2 championship. As we go through the program tonight, the accomplishments and accolades keep on going. Before we hear from the coaches, I wanted to talk about the heaviness I'm feeling in my heart. I am certain that everyone has by now experienced some sort of missed opportunity from the COVID-19 pandemic. It's inevitable, but that doesn't mean it hurts any less. And for our NCCC Thunderwolves, that's no different. Our baseball and softball teams learned of their season cancellations while on their spring training trips in Florida, while our golf team didn't even have the opportunity to swing a club outside. The maturity our 18, 19-year-old student athletes demonstrated will always resonate with me. It was single-handedly the most devastating news I ever had to deliver as an athletic director. That was until the notification from the national office came canceling the Division II Women's Basketball Championship. The championship our Thunderwolves earned. The championship they could have won. Ladies, I'm proud to hang the Region 3 banner in the gym, and I'll always remember this very special team. COVID-19 was the toughest opponent NCCC faced this academic year. But one day we'll look back on this and we'll be able to say, we got through it.
So hi, I'm Lindsay Matikosh, and I am the head women's volleyball coach here at NCCC. Our highlights of the 2019 season began with our opening match against Jamestown. And while it was a loss, it was a tough 4 games loss that gave us really high hopes for the whole season. The fight that I saw in the girls was something that you just can't teach. Throughout the entire season, we saw glimmers of the fight, and when you see it as a former athlete, it reminds you of why you coach and how much you love the game. Later in the season, for our biggest standout moment, we saw the same fight in a 4-game loss to Monroe. We lost the first 2 games pretty handily, but came back in game 3 to win it 25-21. It was unbelievable. Everybody was cheering. I couldn't sit down the entire match. And we switched the lineup around. That's all we did. And it was a huge momentum shift. After the game, the head coach for Monroe, Tara, came up and was just so impressed with our gameplay. And while we hate to lose as coaches, it's okay when you fight that hard. We had McKenna Collignan, who received the All-Conference Award for us this year. She worked extremely hard the last 2 years for us, and in a position that she hadn't played prior to coming here. We put her in it, and she was tough, and she put hustle into every moment on the court, especially this past season, knowing that it was her last. And this is why she's receiving our Coaches Award for the 2019 season. She was always first to practice and worked on improving herself to better her teammates. And as our setter, she was the quarterback of the team and often was our go-to between the coaches and the players. And we heaped a lot of responsibility on her, and she took it like a champ. And we'll miss her dearly in the future, and her work ethic hopefully has rubbed off on the rest of the team for the upcoming season. Our breakout award player is new this year and is something we felt needed to be shown for the player that might not have played every match but showed up to every practice ready to give 100%. They came into games and was the key player. Even if they weren't sure where they were on the court, they managed to pick up everyone's morale. This player also cheered the loudest on the bench and supported everyone. This is the person who came in and lit a spark when everyone needed it, and this was especially evident in our Monroe game. She came in and served aces, she dug balls, she put balls down. It was absolutely crazy how she just lit a fire under everyone. Our Breakout Player Award goes to Sarah Syracuse. Sarah was the first to do whatever was asked of her, and with a smile. She's tough, dependable, and loves volleyball. We're looking to have her lead the team for the 2020 season and bring the rest of the team with her on that ride. And our last and final award of MVP was the hardest to pick. We have plenty of talent, but sometimes just couldn't get it to all work at the same time. This person was the quickest to get frustrated, but also has the biggest heart for volleyball. She didn't play in the position that she wanted, but trusted us as coaches to put her where she was needed. We started her off in the middle, which improved her swing for the outside, and then we switched her back and forth depending on what we thought was necessary. Unfortunately, her final season didn't end the way we all wanted, but there was never a question that she left everything on the court. Jess Cruz Jackson has a heart that cannot be taught, and we will miss her fighting spirit next year. As always, we look to improve for the 2020 season. We want girls who want to be there every day and to work hard. We're hopeful to have a season, and while we know that everything is going to be different moving forward, it will hopefully bring us back stronger as a unit. We have the talent, we just need to find a way to put it all together so that it's one heart, not 12 different ones. I believe that we will all come out of this with a clear mindset and stronger will to fight for what we all want. I wish the class of 2020 best of luck, and while this isn't how everyone wanted it to end, it will just make us better in the future.
Hey guys, my name is Kenneth Fosahini. I'm the head men's and women's soccer coach. This year was a good year for us. Every day we got better. We learned new things. We had some testing moments, but also some times where we persevered and had some close moments. Also against a top 10 team in Cayuga CC, losing 3-2 in the very last minutes. So we took the positives from this year, and we're gonna look to build onto next year. And on both sides, men's and women's, we believe that it's going to be a better year. For the recipients for my award this year, I have 2 Spirit Awards. One is Talik Smith, the other is Alex Taylor. So congratulations to those guys, and best of luck for next year.
Coach Beeline, Niagara County Community College men's basketball. I've had the pleasure of coaching the majority for 2+ seasons. You guys earned more than 50 wins and always kept NCCC in the national spotlight. You made the regional multiple times. We won the District 2 championship and experiencing going to Danville for the national tournament where we made it to the Elite 8. You've been an incredible team to coach. Your belief in me, the coaching staff, and each other made it a special journey. A special thank you goes out to this year's coaching staff, Coach Seppi, Coach Brown, Coach Black, and Coach Corby. You worked tireless to put this team in a position to be successful. Your effort, time, and energy cannot be overlooked and was truly appreciated. Our Coaches Award this year could have went to many of you, but as we sorted through some of the criteria, one man came out on top. His time management, work ethic, and his spirited team-first mentality set him apart. He played as a center, he played as a wing, he even played as a point guard. We counted on him in huge moments all year long, and each time he came through for us. This year's Coaches Award goes to Brian B. Butta Adams. Thank you, Brian, for your tireless effort and always buying in. While you were all very valuable in your roles, our most valuable Thunderwolf this year led us in hours worked off the court, whether that was the weight room, ball handling, film work, extra shooting, or working with student life. He was there for us when we needed a shot to fall, a pass be made, or ending a defensive possession in a charge. This player was there for his teammates as a mentor and a leader. He kept things fun, upbeat, and positive while being uber competitive at the same time. This year's MVP goes to our point guard, Nigel Scantlebury. All of you made this very special for me. I hope you enjoyed the experience. In my eyes and in the eyes of the college, you guys are all champions. I love you, and let's finish with our degrees. Let's say it one last time. Family on me.
Nate Butel, NCCC women's basketball head coach. 2019-20 season was another unforgettable one. 30-1 record, the 6th seed at nationals, top 10 in the country all season long. Some really special wins against CCBC Essex and Union County out of New Jersey. It's unfortunate that we'll never know how that season will end, but I do want to talk to the point that we ended on a high note. We ended with a Region 3 championship on our home floor, and my hope is that that's the memory that this group will take with them, going forward. We have a great sophomore class that I'm really proud of. I had 5 of them that were with me for 2 years. Paige Borski, Aubrey Halloran, Molly Mahoney, Caitlin Snook, and Kelsey Lukowski. All 5 were with us for 2 seasons, 61-3 record, and just, great girls. We added a couple transfers, Nicole O'Neill and Sierra Harrison this year, that added to that sophomore class, and man, they were great additions. Individually, we had Paige Borski as a second-team All-American by the NCCC, first team by World Basketball Exposure. She scored 1,011 career points, which is second in school history. She was the Region 3 Player of the Year and has signed a scholarship with Division I Abilene Christian University. Sierra Harrison was also first-team All-Region, 15 points a game from her. She's a scholarship-level player. Aubrey Halloran was a second-team All-Region player, 2-time All-Region now, 12 points, 7 rebounds, a couple of blocks. She signed with Niagara University. You got Nicole O'Neill, second-team All-Region, 9.6 assists, 5 steals, 4 boards. She's got a bunch of interest from Division I schools. Molly Mahoney, third-team All-Region, 8 points, 8 rebounds, our leading rebounder. She's a scholarship-level kid. And then our only freshman in that group, Elena Forbes, third-team All-Region, 13 points a game off the bench. She's got a bright future. So that's 6 All-Region players, the most we've ever had, something to really be proud of. In terms of our awards, we're going to go with our MVP as Nicole O'Neill. Nicole was actually second in the country in assist-to-turnover ratio. She is a great point guard. She is dynamic. She stuffed the stat sheet every single night, and she's the engine that made us go on both ends of the floor. She really, really turned up the heat defensively. She was that lockdown defender that got us going, and just lightning quick out there. So our MVP for this past season, and there were a lot of great choices, but we're going to go with Nicole O'Neill. Our Coaches Award for the second year in a row, I'm going with Molly Mahoney. Love Molly, love how hard she plays the game. She would do anything for myself, the coaching staff, and the team. She's a kid that'll run through a brick wall for you. She's always communicating. She loves the game, and there just ain't many that are made like her. So our Coaches Award for the second straight year, Molly Mahoney. Really excited to see our sophomores move on to the next chapters of their careers, and we're looking forward to seeing them continue to succeed on and off the floor. We added in a great recruiting class for this coming year to our returning players, and I can see us competing again near the top of the region and hopefully getting ourselves another opportunity to compete at the national level. I want to thank everybody for their support, and go Thunderwolves.
Hey everyone, Coach Oleski of the club hockey team here. I hope everyone's doing well during this COVID-19 pandemic. Crazy times, but we're going to get through it as a whole and be better for it. The 2019-20 club hockey season was the best one that we've ever had. This is our 4th year in existence. The team camaraderie and of the guys and pulling the rope the same way, just kind of what we did as a whole. It wasn't one guy. We weren't pointing fingers like we had in the past, and it really went a long way. Some of the highlights of the season would be was snapping Buff State's 13-game win streak on the road. They've become a pretty big rival of ours, and taking them down that night was a big one. Outside of the rink was the breast cancer awareness kickball game, helping to support student life. Hockey Fights Cancer Night against Madai, which helped to raise money for the Punt Foundation. And then the Giving Tree, where we teamed up with the Buffalo Fire Department to provide, gifts for the needy around Christmas time. Also, we incorporated the first ever alumni game, which was great for the program. Kind of keeping the past in with the present is always something great for a program. And then obviously going on to our second playoff appearance, winning our first game, and then going on to win the UNY-CHL championship in late February. Moving forward, a couple of our award winners. I'm going to start with our Rookie of the Year. Our Rookie of the Year is going to be Chucky Schmidl. He's just a great player, great hands, ultra skilled guy. I rode him down the stretch. He played a lot of minutes for us. He was a big part of us winning that championship, playing center, killing penalties, handling the power play for us. So he's going to be our Rookie of the Year. Our MVP this season will be Nick Breyer. Nick came over to us transferring from Canisius College. He's a warrior, an absolute warrior. He'll skate through a wall for me if I asked him to do so. A lot of the guys on the team looked up to him. He played heavy minutes for us all season long. He actually was a record breaker. He scored 24 goals and scored 33 points, which is now the overall point lead in our 4-year existence. So, Nick was awesome. The stats back it up, and he's a well-deserved MVP for us this season. Going forward, I just want to say thank you and kudos, to the players that won't be returning for us for the next season. It was a great accomplishment. I think we're on the map for good now. People know that we have a team. People know that we're a successful program. I couldn't have done it without Kevin Beato and Drew Harris. So thank you to my assistants. I hope everyone is safe. And I'm already looking forward to next season and raising that championship banner that we earned at our first home game. Congrats to all my guys. Thank you.
I'm Keith Mowdy, head wrestling coach, Niagara Community College. This year, we won another Region 3 title, WNYAC Conference champions once again. We took 4th at the national duels, and we are 3rd in the country for non-scholarship schools. We have Jacob Bell, who is moving on. He got accepted to RIT. Jordan Bushy, who is our national champion, he will also be moving on. And same with Mason Gray. He'll be moving on and has several offers as well. Really proud of those guys. It's a good feeling when guys actually move on and continue wrestling. Next year, we return 6 of our 10 starters as well. Josh McCoy, Frankie Gissendanner, Christian Robinson, Josh Tebow, Devin Van Langen, and Jaquan Johnson. Those were 6 of our starters that were national qualifiers. 4 of them all 6 were national qualifiers. Frankie was an All-American, and Christian was also a Region 3 champion. So I'm excited that we're returning those boys, plus all the other recruits that we have coming in. So this year we had to make Jordan Bushy our most outstanding wrestler for becoming our school's 6th national champion. And our coaches award, it was hard for me to pick this. There was several guys. So, one was Mason Gray, that one was a no-brainer. Mason showed great leadership skills, and we're really excited that he became an All-American. And, he also helped with the daily drills and led that on a daily basis. So we gave the Coach's Award to Mason Gray as well as Josh Tebow. Josh had the highest GPA on our team. Josh also was just one of those kids that just did whatever you wanted, no complaining. Did all the right things, all the right time, and that's how we would like to represent our program. Good luck, and we'll see you next year.
Matt Klingersmith, the head baseball coach of our 2020 spring baseball team. This year brought us new challenges that we've never thought we would face. Although things are different this year, it doesn't change the hard work and dedication we've seen from our teams, our athletic staff, and our assistant coaches and players. And my assistant coaches and players, I truly thank you for giving me all the hard work you did. Our fall season was pretty great. We played some challenging teams from Brock University to Humber College to Canisius College to Duvall to Hilbert, a lot of 4-year institutions and universities, and we came above 500. I saw a lot of competitiveness, and I was looking forward towards the spring season. To our sophomores that aren't returning back, Dylan Dingle, I wish you the best of luck at West Liberty on a scholarship, Division II. Nick Sparopoulos, I wish you the best luck at Lenore Rye, Division II in North Carolina. Sam Mullen is currently deciding between Division I St. Bonaventure, Division I offers from Delaware State, and Tiffin and Cedarville and St. Ambrose Division II schools. He will be making his decision very shortly. And Eric Johnson, I wish him the best of luck at Division I powerhouse national champs, Coastal Carolina. Next year, I'm excited for all my guys to return. I can't wait to grind it out with you guys. I had an amazing time with you guys all year. You guys met everything I asked. We were gelling well in Florida. I think we were on to a great start of the season. Unfortunately, we didn't lose this season. We just ran out of time. And next year we'll have more time. Now on to my athletic awards. My coach's award goes to this athlete. He reminds me of the song from Toy Story, You Got a Friend in Me. He is loyal. He is trustworthy. He always puts others first. He's the definition of our family. Forget about me, I love you. And he forgets about me a lot. He sacrifices a lot. He catches bullpens, never complains. He's the last to leave. He's always cleaning up things. He never argues when we're hard on him. He's just a great student athlete here. With this pandemic, I think this would have been a breakout year, and we would have seen the best out of this kid. And I look forward to seeing his career at those other colleges, whichever one he chooses, because I know he's going to be successful. The coach's award goes to Sam Mullen, and I wish him a lot of luck. My MVP. I'm going to take a little time because this kid deserves the credit he gets. He goes to every athletic basketball game, no matter what sport he supports. He's our best recruiter, student athlete I think we have. He's been in multiple papers and interviews and podcasts about his decisions, and he never says anything but positive about N-Trip as a school academically, all the teachers that have helped him through academically, and coaches and athletic staff that have supported him. He said this is the best start and he wouldn't have changed anything. With that being said, he was a freshman All-American. And I know he only pitched one game this year and one beating nationally ranked number 8 team in the country. He was 7-2 lifetime here, 53 innings pitched, 68 Ks, an ERA of 1.2. He has an MLB agent already. He had offers from Missouri, VCU, Arkansas, and chose to go to national ranked 14th in the country, Coastal Carolina baseball powerhouse. He loved our school so much, he turned down $175,000 from the San Diego Padres to come back. That's how loyal he was to this team. He didn't want to let this team down this year, and he really wanted to get back to a World Series. And it's kind of a Rudy Rudiger story as well. The kid came in here at 75 miles an hour and is leaving 88 to 90. He was ranked as Perfect Baseball America as one of the top recruits in the country. My MVP goes to Eric Johnson. The last thing, I will say is to our guys, I'll say two things. First, I'm going to talk about our athletic director. She did a great job with the pandemic that she was in with the coronavirus. She definitely met our definition of family. She forgot about her family that was down there and herself and made sure our baseball and softball team were top priority. And the next thing I say to our guys next year, this adversity is only going to make us stronger. And I always say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Well, sometimes you get to spend a little more time at a place that welcomes you as home in Niagara Community College. And I'm blessed to have these guys for 2 more years, and I'm looking forward to it. It is the best home I've been in at any college career I've ever had.
Hey everyone, Coach Oleski from the golf team here. I'm going to start off with doing a recap of last season, considering we finished our season well after last year's awards banquet. We finished the season last year. We won Region 3 for the first time since 1968, and we finished with a 6th place finish in the country at the national tournament in June. Unfortunately, COVID-19 took away our opportunity to defend that title this year. They had to cancel the season, which is very disappointing, but, we're going to get through it. I know I'm going to push my guys on. They're going to continue to, get better, and be better for it after this. Just a couple of things. We had some fall success. We did compete a little bit in the fall. We went to, Region 3 scrimmage, where we got to see a new regional course. We had 2 of the top 3 finishers there, as well as our ladies golfer, Emily Nydrower, did a very good job there as well. I'm very disappointed that Emily doesn't get a chance to try and be our first woman to compete at the nationals. I really think she had a chance to qualify this year. And stemming off that, I want to thank my sophomores that I don't think will be back, Murphy Lang and Eric Tater. Those guys were poised for good seasons. Murphy was a huge reason why we won the region last year, coming in posting great scores as a freshman. We're looking to move him on as well. It's very difficult to pick award winners considering we didn't have a season. Like I said, I like team success, but these individual awards that I'm going to choose, I picked two of the same. I'm going to go with two Emerging Star Award winners this year, and they're going to be freshman Fred Waterman and freshman Sam Hyman. I just think these guys really bought in, as my recruits coming in to help fill the void of losing 4 sophomores in the starting lineup. They put in a lot of time to adjust their swings, to work on their game. I really think they were poised for good seasons. I honestly thought both of them were going to be national championship qualifiers, and helping us defend the region. So Fred and Sam will be my Emerging Star winners this year. Heading into next season, well, let's hope we have a season. But when we do, we're looking to defend our Region 3 title for the first time since '68. I have a few recruits locked into next year, on top of some of my guys coming back that I previously had spoken about. We're going to have a lot of talent, some high end, some guys that need a little development, but we should compete for the Region 3 title in 2021. I just hope everyone's staying safe and, working on their game the best that they can in the yard. The golf courses will be open back up soon, and we're going to be back swinging the clubs as soon as possible. Hope everyone stays safe.
Dave Butel, NCCC softball head coach. The NCCC 2020 softball season kind of came to an abrupt end due to the ongoing COVID-19 situation. And unfortunately, it was while we were on our spring training trip in Florida. That said, we were off to a really nice start down there. We had 2 wins on our first day, including a really cool walk-off win against Mid-Michigan, arguably our best win we ever had down in Florida. We were really competing well against those scholarship level schools, and I think that was kind of, going to bode well for the regular season. And that's really a credit to all the work that the girls had put in since August. We had a great fall season. We had 20 girls out for the team again. We got some quality reps in all facets of the game. We won some games against 4-year schools and other junior colleges and even travel teams, and kind of set us up for some great winter workouts to get us ready for Florida. Big reason for our success the last couple of years was a nice sophomore class. We're going to miss them dearly, and they've been really a great group for us. Alicia Stroger, Hoover, was our MVP last season. She played shortstop for us. The nickname Hoover comes because she plays it like a vacuum. She was an all-region player. She had 58 hits, 51 runs scored. Those are both single-season school records last year. And for my money, she's one of the best softball players ever at NCCC. We also had April Chambers, who was our Coaches Award winner last season. She played a real nice center field. She had 55 hits last year, which is the second most in a year in NCCC history. So those two really had a nice 2 years with us. Moving towards our awards, we're gonna give out 2 Spirit Awards this year. Instead of the traditional MVP and Coaches Award, just because we weren't able to get through the entirety of our season. So our first Spirit Award is going to go to Tempest Torres. Tempe overcame a lot of adversity with us. She's been with us for 3 years, and like I said, has battled through a lot, from a devastating fire to her house, and her family being displaced a year ago, to different illnesses, and like I mentioned, some overcoming some eligibility as well. But she was back out on the diamond this spring. I was really proud of her for getting back to that point. She hit a huge home run in that walk-off win against Mid-Michigan, one of those unforgettable moments. She's a great teammate. She brings great energy to the table. She's well deserving of that Spirit Award. The second Spirit Award we're going to give out is for Mel Sweeney. Mel came back for our 3rd year with us, and again, really proud that she was able to kind of gut it out. She had a broken ankle in her first year with us. Got a year back of eligibility through a red shirt. and became a team leader. She was voted captain by every single one of her teammates in the preseason, and she's kind of that mom of the team, and she really stepped up in the pitching circle as well. I'm really excited about the future of our program. The coaching staff is really impressed with the strides that our players made from the fall to the spring. And we can't wait to add that returning group to our mix of, really nice recruits. I think that'll lead to another successful season next year, and we look forward to getting back on the diamond in the fall. Thank you, everybody, for their support, and go Thunderwolves.
Congratulations to all of our award recipients this far. Before we get into our Thunderwolves Awards, I wanted to take a moment to thank the very people who make NCCC athletics possible. First, I would like to thank College President Bill Morabito and Vice President for Student Services Julia Pittman. Their dedication to NCCC athletics is unwavering. And on behalf of the coaches and myself, we would like to acknowledge our support staff, Sherry Dunn. What Sherry does for athletics behind the scene, we can never thank her enough for. And lastly, I would like to thank our coaching staff. First, to our volunteer and assistant coaches. You guys are amazing. The support and dedication you unselfishly give to our head coaches and student athletes on a daily basis is above and beyond. And then to our head coaches. You all know how incredibly blessed I think our student athletes, our department, and the college community are to have you. Your commitment and dedication to NCCC is second to none, especially during this pandemic. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Up next are the Thunderwolves Awards, which are presented to an individual, team, club, or group that had an outstanding accomplishment, volunteerism, or culmination of a career or retirement. Our first Thunderwolves Award was earned last spring after our banquet and is awarded to Coach Matt Oleski for receiving 2019 Region 3 Coach of the Year. Next, we will honor women's basketball player Paige Borski for earning Region 3 Player of the Year. Also, during the regional championship game, Paige entered into the 1,000 Career Point Club and retires her NCCC career with 1,011 points. A commemorative ball will be placed in our trophy case. The next student athlete earned himself District 1 Most Outstanding Wrestler. We are happy to present Jordan Bushy with Thunderwolves Award. Our last Thunderwolves Award is presented for 15 years of service. NCCC Athletics recognizes the commitment of our athletic trainer, Henry Luzak, who has been with us since 2005. Thank you, Henry, for serving the NCCC Thunderwolves for so many years. The highest individual athletic honor a student athlete at NCCC can earn is NJCAA All-American status. This prestigious award is bestowed upon only the best and brightest through either competition or the votes of an individual sport committee. Baseball All-Americans are released after our annual awards banquet, but we had a freshman receive this honor last year, and we would like to honor him here tonight. Eric Johnson, 2019 NJCAA Division III Baseball First Team. Our 2019-2020 All-Americans are Jordan Bushy, NJCAA Wrestling and NJCAA National Champion. Frankie Gissendaner, NJCAA Wrestling. Mason Gray, NJCAA Wrestling. Paige Borski, NJCAA Division II Women's Basketball Second Team.
Hello, everyone. I'm your Vice President for Student Services, Julia Pittman. I'm here to present the Female and Male Athlete of the Year Award. These awards are presented to female and male athletes who have attained excellence during their time in a Thunderwolves uniform. This sophomore helped NCCC to an incredible 61-3 record and a pair of regional championships over the past 2 seasons. A 2-time All-Region selection, this post player amassed 721 points, 440 rebounds, and 126 blocks in her 2-year career. She was also a team captain, held a 3.29 GPA in criminal justice, and blossomed into a leader on campus. She has signed a national letter of intent to continue her education and hoops career at NCCC Division I, Niagara University. The 2020 Female Athlete of the Year is women's basketball standout, Aubrey Holloran. The Male Athlete of the Year is awarded to a young man that has attained excellence while donning the royal gold and black here at NCCC. This sophomore transfer joined elite company on the mats, becoming the 6th national champion in program history. The 174-pounder was 35-2 this past winter on his way to NJCAA All-American and Region 3 Eastern District 1 Wrestler of the Year honors. The team captain won individual crowns at 6 different tournaments, helping NCCC to its 23rd regional title. He plans to continue his education and wrestling career at a 4-year school in the fall. The 2020 Male Athlete of the Year is wrestling standout Jordan Bushy. And lastly, despite having his sophomore season cut short due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, this southpaw left his mark on the diamond. The hurler finished his NCCC career with a 7-2 record, a minuscule 1.38 ERA, and 65 strikeouts in just 52.1 innings pitched. Last spring, he became the program's 12th NJCAA Division III All-American, following a first-team regional nod. The team captain also has a 3.47 GPA in physical education studies. He has signed a national letter of intent to continue his education and baseball career at an NCAA Division I Coastal Carolina University. The second 2020 Male Athlete of the Year recipient is baseball standout Eric Johnson.
Last award we will give out this evening is the President's Cup. It's the most distinguished award within NCCC intercollegiate athletics. This award is presented to a sophomore who has been enrolled at NCCC for at least 3 full-time semesters and completed 45 hours or more with a minimum 3.0 GPA. The scholar athlete must have also been a vital member of the team he or she competed on for 2 full-time seasons of competition. This sophomore excels on and off the hardwood. She is an NJCAA Division II second team All-American, Region 3 Player of the Year, and the school's second all-time leading scorer with 1,011 career points. The 2-year team captain also has a 3.9 GPA in liberal arts and sciences, is a valuable member of the Intercollegiate Athletic Board, and has represented NCCC at several community events over the past 2 years. This student athlete has signed a national letter of intent to continue her education and hoops career at NCAA Division I Albion Christian University in Texas. The 2020 President's Cup recipient is women's basketball standout Paige Imborski. That concludes our awards banquet. Congratulations again to all of the recipients. We miss you and we can't wait to see you again.